Hey you guys, welcome to Shut Your Cake Hole, where we talk about cakes, cakes, and cakes. Wow, you guys, I'm super excited about this episode of Cake Hole because it's St. Patrick's Day! And that, of course, affords me the opportunity to make another very scary cake. St. Patrick's Day, a scary holiday, right? The eating of corned beef and cabbage, the drinking of green beer, the howling at the moon until all hours of the night, the funny hat, and then the eventual spewing of one's guts. Yeah, scary holiday. You may recall a little scary movie franchise called Leprechaun.
I'm back!
Well, I'm gonna give my sculpting skills a chance today and see if I can replicate Gabe Bartalos's leprechaun makeup in chocolate on my cake. Let's get started. So of course I have made my own cake board, and I have made a Guinness Stout chocolate cake. This is a cake that begins by simmering butter into Guinness Irish Stout. And just to drive the point home, I'm gonna add a little bit of this to my chocolate simple syrup. I better make sure this beer's okay though, right? I'm still not sure. It's okay. I better check it again. It's fine, just so you guys know, it's fine. I will do a layer of Guinness ganache. I don't know if you know that you can do that, but you can make your ganache with Guinness Stout. Hallelujah. And after the Guinness ganache, I'm adding Bailey's buttercream. We are only going to work with alliteration today. To chill for a while. If you guys might recall from the Halloween episode where I put a giant skull on top of a cake, I made my skull mold so that I could get this guy's face. And I reused that for today so that I could have a solid white chocolate half skull. Starting a human-like face on top of a human skull is a really, really great place to start. I'm gonna work on his teeth just a little bit. I feel like my dentist right now. So I see you haven't been flossing like I asked you to. So I'm just gonna start building up some of his features with some regular fondant. So Leprechaun is a cult horror classic from 1993, and it stars Warwick Davis and Jennifer Aniston in her first movie role. The leprechaun face was created by makeup effects legend Gabe Bartalos, who I have more than a 6 degree of separation with. And I certainly hope that if he's watching, I will do him justice. That's all I have to say. Now I have tinted a little bit of half fondant, half modeling chocolate to be his skin. I don't care about these air bubbles in my fondant because his face is completely pockmarked. I don't think he exfoliates. Now, I am going to cut through this and reveal the teeth underneath. All right, I'm gonna do something I've never tried before that I've always wanted to try, because why not? You guys are here. What could go wrong? I mean, I do have the luck of the Irish working for me, don't I? I have never made isomalt eyes before. Isomalt is a form of sugar, and when you melt it down and let it firm back up again, it looks like glass. Today, I want them to look like eyeballs. I've taken a little wafer paper, and I'm going to actually paint on what I want my eyeball to look like. The little edible paint. And I'm going to use my little eyeball mold that I made out of my 2-part non-toxic silicone combo and this perfect little perfume stopper. Got some isomalt melted. Just gonna take a spoonful, drip it in, and I'm just gonna lay my edible paper iris on top. And I'm gonna let it sit for just a minute. And then I will tint a little more isomalt white. It is gonna bubble up. That's totally normal. Don't be alarmed. There we go. And then I'm gonna lay that right on top of part A. All right. And now we wait. All right, you guys, let's pop this out and see how I did. Cool. It's meant to be a little milky like that, and all that's gonna take to clear that up is a little flame. And to keep it from getting frosty again, I'm gonna give it some edible glaze spray. All this talk of luck of the Irish, I'm looking at my family and thinking, I haven't seen that we've been necessarily very lucky. My granddaddy O'Bannon was dragged by a horse and ended up with a wooden leg. I guess that's just the luck of the Irish, huh? All right, I am going to give this guy a little cooler time before I paint him, and let's get looking at that shamrock cake. Look what I have, this stencil. It says, I like shenanigans and malarkey. For the record, I like neither shenanigans nor malarkey. I'm gonna use this as a stencil to cut out a shamrock shape. Don't! That's not what I meant to do. I guess that's just the luck of the Irish. I'm going to give it a covering of green fondant. I know what everybody's waiting for me to say. They're always after me, Lucky Charms. All right, his hat. Now let's see if I can use a little cake to make a hat. Right there. I will come back. Let's work on this guy a little bit. Just taking some confectioner's glaze with a little gel color. We're almost done, but what would this guy be without some gold coins? I have taken some pesos and made a mold, and I'm going to make some actual gold coins because I'm now an alchemist. Wait for it. Actual gold leaf. Real gold and real silver are completely edible. Don't ever use any other weird metal combos on something that somebody's going to ingest. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining me on this St. Patrick's Day episode of Shut Your Cake Hole. I have made a delicious Guinness Stout chocolate cake with Guinness Stout chocolate ganache and Bailey's Irish cream liqueur buttercream with a crazy, horrendous, demonic leprechaun on top. All right, I think it's about time to taste this bad boy. Oh my God. That, my friends, is magically delicious. Oh my God. Oh, and one more thing. If you think you want to come to my neighborhood and drink green beer and howl at the moon underneath my window, I'm gonna tell you to shut your cake hole. Cheers.